Echo Global Farm has been teaching communities around the world sustainable farming practices and supplying our Southwest Florida community with fresh and locally grown produce for over 4 decades. Echo works to supply hope against hunger to small-scale farming communities who are in need all over the world. Locally, Echo holds events to fundraise, provides our community with a variety of plants and trees, and teaches classes on sustainable farming methods, all while spreading messages of faith. Echo meets a variety of the Sustainable Development Goals: zero hunger, sustainable cities and communities, life on land, climate action, and responsible consumption and production are all met by supplying sustainable food sources and teaching sustainable farming practices to ensure the well-being of limited communities. Echo fruitfully and graciously demonstrates the giving, serving, leading, and associating elements of civic engagement by providing seeds, equipment, food, knowledge, resources, hope, and faith to communities in need. Not only does Echo give these resources, but they ensure that the communities who are receiving them know how to utilize them to the best of their abilities. This ensures the longevity and maximum yield of crops while requiring minimum resources. Throughout our time at Echo, we use the problem-solving, critical thinking, and civic dialogue techniques of civic engagement.
I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Charles Thibodeau. I am the Retail Nursery Coordinator here at Echo Global Farm. And nursery, my job is to purchase and to take care of and to sell plants to our customers, which then basically act as donations to Echo as a nonprofit. A lot of times customers will go on the tour, they'll see a lot of the neat tropical plants and fruits that we can grow here and weren't aware of and are wondering where they can get them from, and the tour guide will let them know that we most of the time have them here. And if we don't, I try to get them for them. It's great to have volunteers come and help because as a nonprofit, staff is kind of tight. So if I have volunteers coming to weed plants, that makes the plants more attractive to buyers and more sellable. And again, the more we can sell, the more we can bring in, and the more that goes to helping to grow Echo financially.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thoroughly enjoyed my time volunteering with Echo and feel that they instill all the elements and techniques of civic engagement in everything that they do. I learned a lot from the people who I worked with about how to grow sustainable crops and how Echo has influenced their lives. It is fulfilling to know that the work you're doing will be impactful on a bigger scale and to work with people who really enjoy helping. During my time volunteering with Echo, I spent time in the nursery doing things like weeding and ground maintenance, and in propagation planting mango trees and cacti. I enjoyed learning about the different plants they supply and even got to taste some. I also got to learn about some of the different techniques they use to grow their crops, which was really interesting.
Echo's mission is what fascinates me. It is so meaningful to have such global and local impacts in a sustainable way. Echo supports farmers by not only supplying plants which are vital to their land and survival, but also conducts research to make sure these plants adjust and survive to different threats like parasites and unpredictable weather conditions. They even simulate these conditions in their farm. How cool! It was so rewarding to see the great community of ECHO employees and even greater community of volunteers. During my experience at ECHO, I had the opportunity to be in contact with nature and meet so many people. On a global scale, ECHO was found with a mission: help farmers and their families around the world by providing seeds for them to plant and enjoy their crops. What was an amazing surprise to me was the local support. People would drive for hours to Canto Eco and purchase tropical fruit plants that you cannot find in local stores. They love these plants because they're not genetically modified, and their purchase is a financial support for the mission of Eco. Myself, Laura, and Kaylee spent some time in the nursery, and it was amazing to see how the community loved their products and wanted to be part of the process. One of the things that stood out to us was how amazing and generous Mother Earth is with us, and also Eco's ability to implement very modest techniques and basic tools to resemble the limited resources that farmers across the world have. No fancy equipment, simple irrigation, and very basic and creative ways to grow plant.